Beware! You could lose your Social Security, SSI, or SSDI checks without warning, and the reasons might shock you. Millions depend on these vital payments every month, but a few common mistakes or overlooked rules could put your benefits at risk. Whether it's a missed deadline, unreported income, or a simple paperwork error, these pitfalls can cause your payments to stop abruptly, leaving you in a financial crisis. In this video, we're revealing the 5 most shocking reasons why your Social Security or disability checks could be cut off. Information you can't afford to ignore. From failing to report changes in your living situation to misunderstanding eligibility rules, we break down exactly what triggers these payment losses and how to protect yourself. Don't wait until it's too late. If you or a loved one relies on these benefits, knowing these critical warning signs can save you from losing your financial safety net. We'll also share expert tips to keep your payments secure and what steps to take if you're facing a benefits freeze or cancellation. Stay tuned, because this knowledge is essential for your financial security and peace of mind. If you want to safeguard your Social Security or disability income, hit that like button now and subscribe for more vital updates. Your future depends on it. Don't miss out. If you're watching this, it means you or someone you care about depends on Social Security, supplemental security income, or Social Security disability insurance. These programs are lifelines for millions of Americans, providing essential support when work isn't an option or retirement is underway. But here's the hard truth. Many recipients are at risk of losing these payments, sometimes suddenly, often without fully understanding why. And that's what we're going to dive into today, those critical reasons that can cause your checks to stop and what you need to know to avoid falling into these traps. One of the biggest risks comes from failing to report changes in your life that Social Security requires you to disclose. This sounds simple, but the reality is it trips up a lot of people. Imagine you move to a new address, or your living situation changes because a family member moves in with you, or your income from work fluctuates. If these changes aren't reported promptly and accurately, the SSA may believe you're receiving benefits you're no longer entitled to, or that you failed to follow the rules. This can lead to payment suspensions or even demands to repay money you already received. It's a scary situation because sometimes the government doesn't notify you immediately or clearly about these adjustments. Another reason people lose their benefits is related to missing mandatory deadlines. The Social Security Administration requires that you complete periodic reviews or provide proof of eligibility. For SSI and SSDI recipients, this could mean medical reviews to confirm ongoing disability or annual reports on your income and living arrangements. If you miss these deadlines, your benefits can be stopped. And it's not always easy to keep track of these dates, especially if you're dealing with health problems or other life challenges. That's why staying organized and proactive about paperwork is so crucial. An issue many aren't fully aware of is the impact of working while receiving benefits. There are strict rules about how much income you can earn without risking your benefits. If you start working and don't report your earnings, or if your earnings exceed the allowable limits, the SSA might reduce or terminate your payments. The problem is, this isn't always communicated clearly, and some recipients mistakenly think they can earn any amount without consequence. Unfortunately, this misunderstanding leads to sudden payment stops and sometimes harsh penalties. The key is understanding the Work Incentives program and reporting everything fully to avoid surprises. The 4th major reason involves residency requirements, especially for those living outside the United States. Many people don't realize that Social Security and SSI benefits can be affected by where you live. Certain countries are considered prohibited for benefits payment due to international agreements or government restrictions. If you move to one of these countries without notifying the SSA, your payments can be halted. Even within the U.S., moving between states without updating your address or residency status can create complications, particularly for SSI recipients. These residency rules might seem complicated, but they're critical to understand to prevent unintended loss of income. Finally, one of the most common and overlooked reasons for benefit loss is failing to respond to correspondence from the SSA. The agency sends letters and notices for a variety of reasons: proof of income, verification of living arrangements, or requests for additional documentation. If you ignore these letters or don't respond timely, the SSA may suspend or stop your payments. Often, these communications can be confusing or feel overwhelming, especially if you're dealing with other health or personal issues. But ignoring them is dangerous. It's essential to open, read, and respond to every SSA notice promptly, or better yet, ask for help if you don't understand what they're asking. Understanding these 5 reasons is the first step to protecting your Social Security, SSI or SSDI payments. But beyond awareness, it's about building habits that keep you in good standing with the SSA. Staying organized with your documents, promptly reporting any life changes, keeping track of deadlines, and maintaining open communication with the agency are all crucial steps. Remember, the Social Security system is designed to help you, but it also relies on you to follow the rules. Many people get tripped up simply because they don't realize what's required of them. That's why educating yourself and, if necessary, seeking assistance from a trusted advocate or advisor can make all the difference in keeping your benefits flowing. If you're currently on benefits, take a moment today to review your situation. Have you recently changed your living situation, started working, or moved? Are you keeping track of correspondence from Social Security? If any of these ring a bell, take action now. It's better to address potential problems early than face a sudden stop in payments that you depend on for basic living expenses. For those who are applying for Social Security or disability benefits, understanding these pitfalls before you start can save you from headaches and financial hardship down the road. Navigating the application process is complex enough without risking future payment interruptions. Now let's take a closer look at how each of these issues can impact you personally and what practical steps you can take to avoid losing your benefits. Starting with the failure to report changes, this is often the silent cause of benefit loss. People don't always realize that even seemingly minor changes in their lives, like a new roommate moving in or a change in marital status, need to be reported to the Social Security Administration. The SSA requires complete transparency because these factors affect your eligibility and benefit amount. Not reporting such changes can lead to overpayments, which the SSA will later demand back, or worse, a suspension of your benefits until the issue is resolved. Unfortunately, this can create a financial crisis for many families who depend entirely on these payments. Missing deadlines for submitting required documents or medical reviews is another common pitfall. The SSA sends notifications for periodic reviews to ensure that recipients still qualify for benefits, especially in disability cases. If you don't complete these reviews or fail to submit requested information on time, your payments can stop. This is particularly tough on people with disabilities who may find paperwork challenging or confusing. The key here is to treat every communication from the SSA as urgent. Even if you don't fully understand the request, reach out for help immediately to avoid interruptions. Working while receiving benefits can also jeopardize your income if not handled properly. The SSA has strict limits on how much you can earn without affecting your eligibility. Some people mistakenly believe they can earn as much as they want without consequences, which leads to overpayments or disqualification. If you want to work or are working part-time, be sure to report your earnings accurately and stay within the allowable limits. There are programs that encourage returning to work, but you need to understand the rules fully to avoid losing benefits unexpectedly. Residency requirements are sometimes overlooked but equally important. For example, many SSI recipients are not aware that moving to another country or even certain U.S. territories can affect their payments. The SSA has agreements with some countries but not others, and benefits can be suspended if you live in a non-approved location. Even moving within the U.S. without updating your address can cause problems, especially if your local SSA office isn't aware of your current living situation. Finally, the failure to respond to SSA correspondence might seem like a small issue, but it's actually one of the biggest causes of benefit suspension. These letters might ask for income verification, proof of residence, or medical updates. Ignoring these requests can lead to your benefits being frozen or stopped completely. If you find SSA communications confusing or overwhelming, seek assistance from a trusted family member, friend, or advocate. Ignoring these notices only creates more complications. Let me emphasize something important. Social Security benefits, including SSI and SSDI, are not automatic entitlements. They are earned and maintained through compliance with rules designed to ensure the integrity of the system. By keeping yourself informed and actively managing your benefits, you help protect yourself from unexpected interruptions. If you find yourself facing a suspension or loss of benefits, don't panic. The SSA provides appeals processes where you can challenge decisions. However, these appeals can be complicated and time-sensitive. Acting quickly, gathering all necessary documentation, and possibly getting professional help can increase your chances of a successful appeal. In addition, consider creating a checklist or calendar to track important dates related to your benefits, like review deadlines, medical examinations, or required reporting. Staying organized can prevent many common mistakes that lead to benefit loss. For those who assist loved ones receiving Social Security or disability benefits, your involvement can be invaluable. Helping ensure that paperwork is submitted on time, reporting changes promptly, and encouraging open communication with SSA can protect your family members from unexpected financial hardship. Remember, the goal is to keep these vital payments flowing smoothly so you or your loved ones can maintain stability, cover essential expenses, and avoid undue stress. Social Security and disability benefits provide a foundation. Let's make sure nothing shakes it. If you're ready to take control of your benefits, start today by reviewing any recent notices from SSA and verifying your information online at ssa.gov. If you don't have an account yet, setting one up is simple and gives you direct access to your benefit status. Don't hesitate to reach out for help if anything feels confusing or overwhelming. There are many organizations and advocates who specialize in Social Security and disability benefits who can guide you. Most importantly, stay alert to any changes in your circumstances, and remember that timely and accurate communication with the Social Security Administration is your best protection. By understanding these 5 shocking reasons why benefits can be lost, and by taking proactive steps to address them, you safeguard your financial security and peace of mind. Let's also talk about how confusing the Social Security system can feel. It's not just the rules that are complicated, but the volume of paperwork, the constant letters, and the fear of losing income can make anyone overwhelmed. Many people put off dealing with SSA notices because they don't know what to do or they fear bad news. But ignoring these issues almost always leads to bigger problems. That's why taking small, steady steps to keep your information updated and respond to SSA communications is so important. Think of your Social Security or disability benefits like a garden. If you don't water it regularly and tend to it carefully, weeds, like missed deadlines or unreported changes, can quickly take over and choke off your financial security. But if you nurture it by staying organized, informed, and communicative, your benefits can continue to grow and support you for years to come. Sometimes it helps to have someone to walk you through the process. If you're struggling, don't hesitate to reach out to local advocacy groups or legal aid services that specialize in Social Security and disability benefits. They can help you understand your rights, assist with paperwork, and provide peace of mind. Remember, too, you're not alone. Millions of Americans rely on these programs, and many face similar challenges. Sharing your experiences with others or joining support groups can provide valuable insight and encouragement. One final thing to keep in mind. Policies and laws around Social Security and disability benefits can change. What applies today might shift tomorrow. Staying connected to reliable sources of information, subscribing to newsletters, or following official SSA updates ensures you're always prepared. As we bring this important discussion to a close, remember that your Social Security, SSI, or SSDI benefits are more than just monthly payments. They are the foundation of your financial security, your independence, and your peace of mind. Losing these benefits can feel overwhelming, But the truth is that most interruptions are preventable with the right knowledge and proactive steps. By understanding the 5 shocking reasons why benefits can be lost, whether it's failing to report life changes, missing deadlines, working without reporting income, residency issues, or ignoring SSA correspondence, you are already ahead in protecting what you've earned. Take control of your financial future by staying informed, organized, and responsive. Make it a habit to check your SSA account regularly, promptly report any changes, and never ignore official notices. If you feel uncertain, reach out for help. There are advocates, advisors, and resources ready to support you. Your benefits are there to support you through life's challenges, not add to them. Protect them fiercely because they matter deeply to you, your family, and your well-being. Thank you for watching and taking this step toward safeguarding your financial security. If this video has helped you or someone you know, please hit that like button, subscribe for more critical updates, and share this information widely. Together, we can make sure no one loses what they deserve. Stay vigilant, stay empowered, and take care of yourself. Your future depends on it.